He's back. What is up, everyone? It's your boy Vox, and we're back. It's been what, since March? Yeah, about since March, since I've posted anything. It's been very, very busy. I'm about to fill you in on a little bit of what's all been going on, what's been keeping me from posting for 2 months. I'm such a bad creator, such a bad YouTuber here. You may notice I got a bit of a different hairstyle. It's not gone, it's just ponytailed up. I'm probably gonna start wearing it like this, to be honest. I like it, and it's gotten really long, so I think it'd be better. Anyway, a lot of things have been going on. As most of you can see, the setup looks a little different. Well, we rearranged several rooms in the house, and the office space slash recording studio was one of them. I tried to best recreate what I had going on before. Got the lights, got all my little spidery doos. It's a bit of a smaller wall space, but that's fine. I really like this area. It's nice and compact and organized, and I really like it. We've also been moving things into other rooms. There have been several like little parties and gatherings going on. Note, this is after restrictions have been lifted and before they came back into place for the COVID, which is still a thing going around. Wear your mask. But yeah, any and all gatherings have happened while restrictions were off. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, there have been some birthday parties for some friends and for the kids. And then we've been moving and rearranging stuff, not only for the parties, but just to change things up and get things from the basement upstairs. And it's been a process. It's been a thing still, and it's not even done yet. There's still so much to do in that arena. But around that, we've also been, because it's summer and it's hot, the families in the household have all been going on swimming trips. We've been going to the beach a lot. We've had some relatives come up and visit from downstate, so that's been taking up a lot of our time. Good things. Got a new vehicle. Got a lovely Jeep, and I'm really happy and excited about that. I love my old car. It was a '85 Lincoln Continental, for those of you who didn't know. I'm still proud that I had it, but it's I still technically have it, but it's falling to pieces, as one would expect. So I had to get a new one, and I've got a Jeep, an '04 Jeep Liberty, and I'm loving it. Another good thing, at my current place of employment, I got a big promotion. So yay on that! Where's the confetti cannons? I got a promotion. That I've been kind of adjusting to that and what that brings. I'm doing a lot of the same stuff, which I'm not really allowed to talk about via agreement with the organization, but I can say that I got a promotion and that things have been changing, and I'm really excited about that. One thing that I need you guys to keep in your thoughts, and if you're a religious person or people, prayers. You've seen him on my channel. My nephew Luther P, that's what he's been going by, has recently been diagnosed with epilepsy. So, and this has been a new thing within the past couple weeks. He just started having heavy seizures, and more frequently, what seems like out of nowhere. It started with a little facial twitch, but then it started to pick up, and then we took him into the hospital, or rather, his mom and my mom took him to the hospital and got him all set up, got him diagnosed, got his medication going, and I think it's finally starting to help, but he's still having to adjust to a lot of new things, including the medication. So, just keep that in your minds, keep him in your thoughts and in your prayers, again, if you're a religious person. He's doing well, he's adapting, but it's still a lot of stress and a lot of change he's got to go through. And I'm planning on having him, hopefully, in more videos. Like some more gaming videos and stuff. So, that's cool. Yay. Another thing that's been taking up a lot of my time, and this one's strictly on me, I've taken up a bit of a new hobby, if you will. I unboxed all of my books and realized that I missed reading, so for the past month or two, I've been reading hardcore. Like within the past, pretty much since the last update video, I've read roughly 10 books, I want to say. Because I read a lot at one time. I read about 4 books at a time and alternate between them. People say it gets confusing, but I'm able to follow along just fine. I don't know, it's a thing. But I've been getting into reading, I've been writing reviews for what I've read, geeking out with friends on good books. For any of you out there who are curious, I read a lot of horror, I read a lot of literary fiction, sci-fi, and I actually read a fair amount of nonfiction too, like biographies and just people's life stories and memoirs and stuff like that. I love how everyone has a story, and it's a lot of the times it's really interesting and really different. A lot of the time these same people have bits of advice that they can give us to help propel us forward in life. And sometimes it's just a laugh seeing what outrageous things these people that we know may have done. So yeah, reading has definitely been a big thing these days, and of course that would eat into my gaming time and my recording time, along with everything else going on. And in addition to all the things going on, one big thing that's been taking up a lot of my, focus time, and a lot of everybody's focus time, is the eruption of the protests and the riots for the Black Lives Matter movement. I am very well a supporter. I actually participated in a protest in my hometown, or not my hometown, my current town. It was with my sister, and which side of the screen would be better, I don't know, but editor, if you could pop a picture like right here, with my sister's permission, her face will be in there too. If not, it's just gonna be me. Which way is it? It's lovely content. But yeah, we have been supporting that. There's just been too much of an uptick of police brutality, and a lot of it especially focused on minority groups. Police brutality and racism is not okay. No lives matter until Black Lives Matter. There is inequality and there is still injustice going on in the world. And I know I'm a little late to the gate as far as putting this content on my page, but that's still kind of fitting, because we can't forget about it just because it's not at the center of the media. Just kind of like how when the protests took over the media, COVID was kind of shoofed out the door, and now it's coming back. We can't let the media rule what needs focus, what's still an issue. Which it also brings to mind, a lot of you I've seen have been like floating around conspiracy theories on how the media is doing this to make money and how they're feeding off of it. Well, that's not quite the case. Yeah, the media is using it to feed some kind of money and attention to it. That's the media. They do that. They make their money off of tragedy. But at the same time, that doesn't mean these things aren't happening. That doesn't mean these things aren't still going on around us and no one's trying to stop it. So, I just want to say that Black Lives Matter. And I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not part of the violence and all the riotings that are riotings, all the riots that are going around. I protest peacefully, but I can understand the perspective of some of these people who are not being heard. And I just want to say, hear them and be there for them. For those of you who may have trouble understanding it, think of the analogy of the house was on fire. If someone calls the fire department because a house is on fire, are they going to go and spray water on all the other houses because all houses matter? No, they're going to focus on the one that's on fire because it's in danger. For my religious people out there, mainly my Christian people, there is a story in the Bible of Jesus and the sheep. Or at least I think that's how it goes. Somebody will probably correct me in the comments. Go for it. But it is in there. he's gathering all the sheep and getting them into a pen, and there's one sheep that is way lost and way out there. Well, he goes to focus on that one and bring him back. Somebody asks him, why did you go out to pick that one sheep when you're getting all the rest in the pen? Because that one sheep was the one that needed attention. It was the one that was in potential danger. It's the same concept. So, just put it in perspective for some of you who may not understand still. Black lives matter, and all lives won't matter until they do. So, moving on from that to channel updates. What we're planning on doing in the upcoming future. So, for those of you who've been following Subnautica and Below Zero, they have been releasing a bunch of little, what seem like micro updates in their experimental mode. Adds new parts to the story. I think there's Void Leviathans now. Things have changed, and apparently you can reach a lot of endgame stuff if you, I guess, cheat the right way, because they're adding a bunch of new stuff. But regardless, we're going to be going back to some Below Zero updates, or streams, I should say. We're going to be going back, hopefully, to some Terraria, because we just barely scraped into the Journey's End updates on camera. Now, because this household in its entirety is such an avid Terraria fan, we are all one big fan, I'd say, at this point. We have definitely played and gotten more items and powered up our characters. So, you may have only seen a little bit of it, but we've seen a lot and we've enjoyed what we've seen. So we want to share some of that with you, hopefully in the future. One thing to get excited about, I know it's only August, but the Halloween block. It's coming up, and you know how much of a nut I am about Halloween. Let me look around me. All the lights here, the spiders. You can't see it right now, but we've got some Halloween decorations up that we had for the kids' party, because they like that stuff, just like we do, or like I do, like all of us do. But we're going to be working on that recording for the Halloween block and getting that set up, and it's going to be bigger and better. We've got several things in mind, several plans going on, and we're going to make sure to start it in enough time that we're not either stressed and need a huge break afterwards, or that we have more content overall to push. I can maybe actually start a game and finish it. Maybe. And then, in addition to that, we've got a couple of surprise videos, some projects coming up. Like, I'm not going to get into it, but there's a few things that we've either done different or are planning on doing different types of content that we've been wanting to do but haven't had a chance to. So, be excited about that and let your mind wander. But that's all I think that's going on the channel new, or that I'm planning actively in the upcoming recordings in the upcoming months. I'm happy to be back, and I'm going to try and get my schedule set to where I can do these weekly recordings, so I can get my recording bone, for lack of better words here, back in the swing. And I'm ready for it. Yes, I've taken up reading, yes, all this has happened, and we're still moving stuff around, but I'm ready to get back to it. It's been a busy, busy summer, but I'm back for fall, baby. I'm back. Just a few last minute things. Wear your mask. COVID is still a thing, and it's still a big thing going around. Don't let it get out of control, at least within you and your household. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter.
Also Black Lives Matter.
And also Black Lives Matter. And don't forget to keep Luther P., my nephew, in your thoughts and prayers if religious. He needs all the encouragement he can get. If you want to leave a comment below directed at him, be my guest. I'm sure he would love it. That's all I've got for this one. Stay tuned for more content in the upcoming future. You know what to do. Stay fresh and stay chill. It's been so long I almost forgot. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, y'all.